Well, hey, it's a couple days after the Houston rodeo. We just got on the bus. We got a pretty sweet show in Louisiana tomorrow, and then before I know it, we'll be flying to Australia. And I haven't taken the time to do one of these in a little while. I haven't really taken the time to do anything on socials the way I like, and I guess it's due time that I start doing all this again myself, at least for the most part. We recorded the album back in January, and that took a couple weeks, and we found this old church in Savannah, Georgia. We used microphones from the 1940s, and we used the ambience of the room for the echo, and it just sounds so good. I can't wait for you to hear it. The band's come a long way. Caleb and Joey and me, we're real tight now. We sound good together. We were just totally winging it last year, and it still sounded good, and everyone's been so kind everywhere we've played. But I found in all this craziness of like hiring a merch company and having to get attorneys because people are trying to trademark my shit and register my songs, and just all this sort of like music business crap that I've gotten distracted from what the whole purpose of this was in the beginning. I didn't want to come out on tour to just sing a bunch of songs for people and go back home and make money. It was like I wanted to touch people. I wanted to get into people's heads and just try to make an impact. It's just such a crazy place we're living in now. Our dollar is overinflated. All of our money goes overseas. It feels like the people that we elect to give a voice for us do the complete opposite. If anything, they silence us and they manipulate us. It's just such weird times we're living in. I made a post earlier that it feels like in a way maybe we've already went off the cliff as a nation, and although things seem calm and comfortable now, we're just in free fall, and when we finally hit the bottom, it's going to be a hard and sudden stop. And if we really are in that time of free fall now, this is an opportunity for us to take everything that we've learned the last 200 or 300 years as a country and decide what our next steps are forward, what it is that we really want for our kids. Because this really isn't about us, but so much. Life is such a short thing. I'm 31 now. I'll be dead, if I'm lucky, I'll be dead in 60 years, but probably a lot sooner than that. And you will too. What kind of legacy are we leaving behind for the people that come after us? It says in Ecclesiastes that even the generations after us will be forgotten about the generations after them. It's like this is just a cycle that we're living in. And so I've gotten so caught up in the day-to-day of worrying about how to get certain t-shirts pushed out, and worried about how to get to certain things and get people tickets for sold out shows, and just like all the rambunctiousness of it, that I kind of got distracted from the purpose of it. And so I'm going to go back to doing a lot of my own posts just like this. We've been so fortunate. We've had a lot of shows sell out, but it was able to rent this bus. See, this is how amateur I'm doing it. I just got it sitting in the window. I've been able to rent my own bus. So just to rent this bus from right now through July was like $98,000. It's like everything costs so much money, and trying to find the right balance of being able to do the things to keep everybody with me comfortable and excited and energetic, but also keep my ticket prices low. It's just been a very fine balancing act. Yeah, pretty much all the shows have been $25 tickets. If we're playing at a festival, I can't control what they charge, but if it's my show, it's $25. And then we've done some of the like really good seats at $35 or $45. But we've still managed to have free shows on the schedule. We got some really cool charity shows coming up. My brain's just kind of scattered all over the place, and so I'm excited for this next chapter of getting a little more personable again, being able to kind of show you where I'm at every day and what's going on. And I think a lot of the chaos is maybe behind me, at least for right now. everything comes in due time. So who knows what the future will hold? But thank you for making all this possible. And it's just crazy to see where things are now from where they were 6 months ago. So we're rolling out of Houston. We'll be in Louisiana in about 5 hours. I'm excited to see everybody tomorrow night. And before we can go, or before we do go, if this phone leaning up in the window will cooperate, I did want to read something quick. Reading this out of Matthew chapter 10. Jesus called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out impure spirits and to heal every disease and sickness. I'm sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore be as shrewd as snakes and innocent as doves. Be on your guard. You will be handed over to the local councils and flogged in the synagogues. On my account, you will be brought before governors and kings as witnesses to them and to the Gentiles. But when they arrest you, do not worry about what to say or how to say it. At that time, you will be given what to say, for it will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death, and you will be hated by everyone because of me. But the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. So do not be afraid of them, for there is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What I tell you in the daylight, what I tell you in the dark, speak in the daylight. What is whispered in your ear, proclaim from the roofs. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather be afraid of the one who can destroy both the soul and the body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny? Yet one of them will fall to the ground outside your Father's care. And even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So do not be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Whoever acknowledges me before others, I will also acknowledge before my Father in heaven. But whoever disowns me before others, I will disown before my... I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.